Welcome everyone, I am Souldin of the Grin Brothers here with Tea Time. What is tea time? Well, tea time, other than being the time that one has tea and or dinner, is a new sort of channel, new video for the Grin Brothers channel. Oh, it's mostly just a quick thing I came up with, but basically it's where either I, or possibly even Rafi, if he ever is interested in doing so, basically sit down and discuss something relating to video games. It could literally be anything about video games. It's mostly here to fill in any times we have any sort of gaps where video errors have happened or such, and we need something to fill in the time. Because I'd rather provide some sort of content than no content at all, if possible. Of course, I also wish to provide decent content, so hopefully this is decent. It's basically any sort of thing we sort of can come up with to just discuss it, sit down and discuss about video game related focused only though. So, for the first tea time, I've been thinking, well, what could I do? I've got to think of 7 ideas here, because whereas other tea time episodes will probably be more sporadic, I'm trying to do 7 this whole week. And I thought for the first one, let's do something simple. My top 6 most look forward to games of 2015. Why 6? It's my favourite number. So, top 6 most looked forward to games of 2015. And let's begin then, shall we? Oh wait, before we begin, I also mentioned that tea time also involves me sitting down with a cup of tea. And because I have quite a variety of teas, I've gotten a unique one out. Lemon and mandarin with lemon verbena. Not sure what this is going to taste like. I usually have milk with all my teas, even green tea. I know that's supposed to be like bad luck or a curse or something, but I like milk with all tea. Anyway, let's begin on the mark, right now. My number 6 most looked forward to game of 2015 is Hatsune Miku Project Mirai DX. Now, I've been a fan of Vocaloid for a long while now. I enjoy the music, though I haven't been listening to it for a fair while. I'm a little bit lost when it comes to the fandom. It kind of flies over my head a little bit. But when I visited Japan a few years back, I picked up myself a copy of Hatsune Miku Project Diva for the PSP, and I had a great time with it. It's a really enjoyable game, even without understanding Japanese, or at least Japanese writing. That's really hard to try and follow. But it pleases me that there was an announcement that Hatsune Miku Project Mirai 2 would be coming over to the UK as Hatsune Miku Project Mirai DX, and it'll be in physical form as far as I'm aware, which is awesome because I don't like downloading games most of the time unless it's download only. So a physical form of a Vocaloid game, definitely want it. So that is my number 6 most looked forward to game of 2015. Number 5. Number 5 is Yoshi's Woolly World. Why? Well, I really liked Kirby's Epic Yarn. Okay, admittedly, I got the game because I'm a huge fan of Kirby games. However, even if it didn't have Kirby, for instance, it was supposed to originally have Prince Fluff as the main character, I really enjoyed the gameplay. Rafi did as well, and in fact, we both played it together because, well, we both enjoy Kirby games, and co-op platformers, and co-op games in general. And it's a co-op game starring Yoshi, who Rafi really likes, with the sort of Kirby Epic Yarn style sort of gameplay, and it just looks really awesome. Looks like a fun game for sort of co-op. Heck, might even consider doing it on Grin Brothers. I mean, co-op games are probably what I'd say would be best to play on a playthrough channel with 2 people. That said, Ed, so I just stumbled all over myself there. Yoshi's Woolly World is number 5. Number 4, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but wait, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, it came out. It's a 2014 game. Except Captain Toad Treasure Tracker came out only in Japan and US for 2014. For those of us in the EU, such as the UK, and those of us in Australia, we have to wait until January. Yeah, it's a bit annoying that. However, it does actually kind of make more sense. I mean, why would you put Captain Toad Treasure Tracker out competing with Super Smash Bros. For you? Anyway, back on topic. Because it's a game coming out in the UK 2015, I count it as a 2015 game. Captain Toad Treasure... I was a big fan of Super Mario 3D World. It's my favourite Mario platformer game. Not my favourite Mario game overall. That clearly goes to Paper Mario the 1000 Year Door, but again, that's another topic altogether. But I also really like the puzzle sections of Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. I also love the Wii U gamepad, which Captain Toad Treasure Tracker seems to make good use of. In fact, I probably love the Wii U gamepad a bit more than I probably should. Ah, my sweet, sweet Nicole. Anyway, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker is my 4th most looked forward to game of 2015. Number 3, Dead or Alive 5 Last Round. No, I am not a pervert. Don't assume that. No, I just really like Dead or Alive games fighting mechanic. They're awesome. They are awesome fighting games. With admittedly some things attributed as well. Oh, but anyway, I got into Dead or Alive series with Dead or Alive 4. Probably not a good idea because that game is hard as heck for the DOA series. But I ended up getting more and more into the game with Dead or Alive Dimensions on the 3DS, one of my probably my favourite entries so far, and I got Dead or Alive 5 for the PS3. I kind of got put off playing it though because they kept releasing, they ended up releasing Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate. But now that they've said that Dead or Alive 5 Last Round will be the last of the Dead or Alive 5 entries, I can safely get this one. Also, I can get it for my new Xbox One, and frankly I prefer the Xbox One controller to the PS3 or PS4 controller. And I don't own a PS4 myself, so that was not really an option anyway. But yeah, Dead or Alive 5 Last Round, really looking forward to it. I really like my fires, I really like my DOA. Hope to enjoy it. Number 2. Oddly enough, my favourite game shown by Nintendo at E3 was not Super Smash Bros. For Wii U or 3DS or Legend of Zelda or even that small bit of Star Fox. It was Splatoon. Splatoon was the game I was most excited about because it looked like a ton of fun. The only thing putting me off of it was the lack of a single player campaign at the time because I'm not one to play online all that much. However, they've now shown a single player campaign, so I am completely ecstatic about this game. It looks awesome. It has it's nice, colourful, lovely art style, has a fun little mechanic with turning into a squid, and it just looks crazy. It looks crazy, and I love the look of the game to bits. That is the second most looked forward to game of 2015, and it's nice to know that it's a sort of unique new IP. Speaking of which, number 1. Hold on, let me take a sip of the tea. That is not as bad as I thought. It's surprisingly lemony. Really lemony. I mean, it's lemon mandra with lemon verbena, so I was expecting it to be somewhat lemony, but usually they kind of underestimate lemon, as it were. But wow, that's really nice. I didn't even have any milk with that. Anyway, going completely off topic. Well, technically not. It's called tea time. You should expect something about tea here. Number 1, my most looked forward to game of 2015 is Ori and the Blind Forest. At E3 this year, I actually thought Microsoft won it, in my opinion. I mean, there's no real winners per se, but in terms of, who interested me the most in their system, it was Microsoft. Admittedly, Nintendo couldn't convince me to buy a Wii U because I already bought a Wii U, so hard time doing that then. But the moment they showed off Ori and the Blind Forest, the way they presented it, I was like, I want to get an Xbox One. I mean, Sunset Overdrive was helping to convince me. Killer Instinct and Project Spark and was it Phantom Dust and Fable Legends, that's it. They were all sort of games that I was interested in, but Ori and the Blind Forest was what convinced me most more. It's my most looked forward to game on the Xbox One. I think it's actually also available on Xbox 360, but I want Xbox One here, so I'm going to use it. And it looks wonderful. I love the art style. It kind of reminded me of Child of Light, which is frankly one of my favourite games shown of the year, really. Well, I think it came out this year. Yeah, and it like I said, it looks wonderful. It looks fun. It looks interesting, and the way it's presented, it just touched me. The very sort of video they showed made me feel I knew nothing about the game per se, other than what had been shown in that trailer thing, and yet I just felt in touch with it. When they were trying to show a sad scene and the music and everything, it was perfect. Ori and the Blind Forest is my most looked forward to game of 2015. So that's my most looked forward to games of 2015. Please tell me what you think. Please tell me what you think about these looked forward to games of 2015, and if you'd like, list your own top 6 looked forward to games of 2015. Maybe even more than 6. Maybe even less than 6 if you're having a sort of, I can't really decide. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this first video of Tea Time. Oh gosh, I need to get better at this. This first video of Tea Time, and I hope that you'll enjoy any other ones that I bring out. In general, I hope you enjoy any Grin Brothers content I bring out. Hope you had fun. Cheerio, everyone.